Good morning, Saratoga, and thanks for tuning into SHSTV. I'm Colin Posat.
And I'm Torres. Welcome to our first broadcast of the decade.
Everyone who signed up for AMC 10 and 12 should have received an email. If you received an email and did not want to take the test, please reply to the email. The tutoring center will be open today from 3:45 to 5. And today we have co-ed wrestling versus Monte Vista JV. We'll be at 5:30 and varsity will be at 6.
With every new year comes New Year's resolutions. We sent out a crew to find out more about our students' New Year's resolutions.
My New Year's resolution is to try something new every day.
Something I've been working on is develop a reading habit every day. So it doesn't have to be long, just 20 minutes or 30 minutes every day. That would be good enough. And also my exercising schedule, it hasn't been consistent.
This year, one of them is definitely going to be flossing daily, because that's always been one for me. It's really hard to get myself to do that. And then I think start an exercise routine or something, which I haven't done yet, so still got to get on that.
What I wanted to do this year is so I'm a snowboarder, and when I go down the slopes, I've just been going down the slopes, and what I really want to do is be able to do cool tricks, like go off the rails and jump in. Yeah.
You know what, Clark? It has really been an amazing decade.
It really has, Colin. It's important that we take a look back on what exactly happened. So let's see what the favorite moments of the 2010s were for some SHS students and faculty.
All right, my favorite part of this decade by far was the introduction of these really great bathroom passes. Because they're so sanitary, they're so easy to carry, and they just make my day.
I honestly feel like it hasn't made a very big contribution, but the Baby Yoda memes have really just, been swarming my Instagram feed, and it's the only thing that's getting me through finals week at this point, so.
So my favorite part of the decade was watching Super Bowl 51 and watching the Falcons blow a 28-3 lead to the Patriots.
My favorite moment of this decade was learning more about myself and learning what I like and don't like.
My favorite moment of the decade was probably when America won its independence from Great Britain in the Revolutionary War.
My favorite moment of the decade was watching Mr. Torrance enter the mosh pit during homecoming last year.
So my favorite moment of the decade was obviously when I started at Saratoga High School.
Last week, Congresswoman Anna Eshoo presented an award to SHS senior Sydney Ho for her work in creating an app that allows farmers to tackle the common problems of invasive weeds. Congratulations!
I participated in the Congressional App Challenge. It's basically this CS competition hosted by Congress every year, and they split it up by district, so each district has their own separate challenge, and a winner is selected from each district to go to this reception in DC in April, where everyone shares their projects with each other, and members of Congress walk around and you get to share their project with them too. So yeah, that's kind of the premise of the competition. They emailed my parents first, and they told my parents that they were going to come to the school. So my parents told me ahead of time. The app helps farmers track invasive plant growth on their lands, because the problem is a lot of plants tend to look the same, and it's hard to tell what's a harmful plant and what's a normal crop or something that you're trying to actually grow.
Last Friday, SHSTV members were on the scene at the girls and boys varsity basketball games with KMVT Silicon Valley Community Media staffing the cameras in the control room. The event marks the first step in our partnership with KMVT, one that will continue into the future.
Unfortunately, the girls lost 50-38 to Los Gatos, and the boys lost 76-59 against Santa Clara, but are hoping to make a comeback. Links to the videos are in the description below. The girls play Wilcox on Tuesday, and the boys next Wednesday, both at home at 7 o'clock. Hey Colin, you know what time it is.
It's time for movie review. Ryan Lay is back with the top films of 2019. Here's more.
2019 was a spectacular year for movies, filled with some of the best films of the decade. Lowering it down to a top 5 was extremely difficult, so don't feel bad if one of your favorite films didn't make it. Now, onto the list. The Peanut Butter Falcon. Heartwarming and delightfully quirky, The Peanut Butter Falcon is a movie I can't stop thinking about. More than any other film this year, this movie is distinctly original and lovable. Number 4, The Last Black Man in San Francisco. I've watched this film 3 times this year, and every time it has brought me to the brink of tears. Number 3, The Lighthouse. Incredibly disturbing and wonderfully acted and directed, The Lighthouse straps you in for a ride that doesn't stop the adrenaline-pumping intensity till the end credits. Number 2, 1917. 1917 not only captures the violence of war, but it manages to show us the beauty, fear, friendship, love, loss, disgust, sadness, futility, and laughter there is to be had as a soldier on the battlefield. Number 1, Parasite. I think this is literally a perfect film. It's a masterpiece that everyone should see. It's a movie that transcends language with a story that anyone can enjoy. Please check out this film as well as other movies mentioned in this list. That's all for this week. For an in-depth top 10 list, check out the SHSTV Facebook page.
Happy birthday today to Jae Woo Im.
Well, it's time to dip. For SHSTV Down Under, this has been Clark Torres.
And I'm Colin Posat. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.